Hello everybody, welcome to Creative Chess channel. Today is my next middle game lesson, which is devoted to famous Karpov's blocking of the file. If you have never seen this idea, it means that you know nothing about chess. That's why let's start. Let's have a look. So first, this idea was played by Anatoly Karpov in 1974 against Unziker. If it was black to move, they would definitely start fighting for the a file. First, they would have played rook a2, and after a queen or bishop would capture the rook, they would bring another rook on the a file and start fighting for it. In general, position is quite blocked, so that's why fighting for a file is essential here. But here was white to move, and Karpov made a move which is terrific. It's bishop a7. He blocks the a file and showing that he's not ready to fight for it right now. His idea is to double the rooks, maybe to bring the queen, and then only after that to retreat the bishop and fighting for the a file. In this case, black wouldn't have a chance to occupy a file. So seeing that he is not ready to fight for the file right now, Karpov just blocks the rooks, and you see black's rooks are standing and they can do nothing with this annoying bishop. Knight goes to e8, bishop c2, you see bishop plays to make some space for the rook to join the a file, and already two rooks are standing on e file. But actually that's not enough. And there start some positional games. You know, Karpov was very slow. He was very patient person, and you see he finding that it's not time to open here this a file. He's just starting playing on the queen side. You know this principle of two weaknesses. So first weakness is sooner or later we'll jump with the bishop and we'll open this file. And the second one is that he started to fight on the king side. So it's trying to create some weaknesses on the king side also. Bishop g7 and the f4. You see, so the action is going into both sides, onto both sides, on the queen side, on the king side, everywhere. So black is trying to play very solid, very strong, but it's not that easy. You see, Karpov is going to occupy h5 square now, and very slowly he wants to exchange maybe the bishops and then to put the knight nearly forever on that square. Black is still fighting. Yes, they have they don't have any space advantage. Actually, black has a lot of space advantage. That's why so white has space advantage. That's why for black it's very difficult to play here. And you see, probably white is preparing to bring a queen on the a file and then to open finally it and to start fighting. By the way, it's good to mention that this knight on c7 is making its job. It's protecting this rook, and it prevents, for example, white from coming to a8. Slowly, very slowly, Karpov starts outplaying his opponent. Yes, here he couldn't take. I mean here, yes, it was impossible to take because takes, and here is discovered check, and they would just leave the queen unprotected. So knight e3 was played, king g8, takes, and queen h5. So, by the way, h6 move was a bad move because it created one more weak square in black's camp. Knight d8, and you see queen g6. Queen is very annoying here, but at the same time, if we take it, there'll be a nice juicy square on f5, which would be occupied either by this knight or by that knight, attacking all these pawns, bishops, so very bad is to take the queen. So that's why black trying to suffer a little bit more. You see the bishop is under attack. And here, maybe you'll be surprised, but here already black resigned. But if you switch on the computer, it will say, okay, let's have a look, +10 in white's favor is here. That's why probably black resigned. But let's have a look how the game might proceed. You see that white is attacking. They're going to checkmate black. That's why they only move to protect his queen f7, for example. And after queen f7, white is finally ready to open the file, and it's the killer move, bishop b6, because now if to take, then we take, and our rook would jump into the game. That's why black might have played like this, but in this case rook a6, we are attacking, so we have this file, attacking pawns. So white is actually winning and black is completely lost. So again, it was a game played 1974 where Karpov for the first time applied this strategy. He is not ready to fight for their A file right now. That's why he stops all the exchanges and tries to double the rooks, maybe to bring the queen into the game. Maybe like it was first rook, then a rook, and then queen comes from a1. Also possible. Okay, now it's very interesting that later, already in 1985, Garry Kasparov was playing against Anatoly Karpov. Kasparov was playing white, Karpov was playing black. But it was Kasparov who used Karpov's idea. And so what is the move for white, guys? How Kasparov played in this position? Yeah, he, like Anatoly Karpov in 1974, decided not to change the rooks and played bishop h7. Karpov played here, and you see white is going to double the rooks. And again, you see this knight. If you are playing for a weaker side, I mean for the side of black, to have this knight here on f7 is very nice, just to protect the square once more. Yeah, you see finally Kasparov doubled the rooks. King e7, knight f2. And finally he retreated. Now you see that white has this file. But you see that black returns back. So because of this knight, we can't occupy the file forever. And after some exchanges, there was e4, knight f7. Actually, this game ended in a draw, though white has some spade advantage, but black managed to defend this position. And last game, which I want to show you, it was a result game with some winning. Here it was white to move. Guys, can you suggest? So what was the move? Actually, this game was played between Illich and Chirich in Bern in 1990. Here, white very fast outplayed the black because black made a blunder. But actually here white's move was bishop c7. Again, they are not ready to fight for the line right now, so they just block everything. Besides, if you don't want any exchanges, because exchanges leads to simplifying the position, you may just use this blocking of the file. Rook c2, knight f8, h5, some pressure on the king side. Queen a4, you see, so we doubled the rooks. That's why actually we played bishop c7 to double the rooks, but unfortunately for black here they already blundered. They played bishop d4, And they didn't notice one white's idea. Guys, maybe you will spot it. Okay, the idea is that white just took the bishop, take, and bishop b6 is a killer move. Here black is losing, +6 already in white's favor. So the problem for black that the queen is under attack now, and also the rook is under attack, the knight is under attack. If, for example, to take here, we'll take the queen, we take the rook, it seems that it's a good position to rooks for the queen, but the problem for black that bishop g7 is a nasty move, which leads to a complete disaster for black, because it's impossible to take it because of this check. You see, we take the rook, so the king is exposed, maybe h6, some checkmate ideas on g7, and white is winning here. So guys, hope you understood Karpov's idea. It's one of the most famous ideas. When I first saw it a long time ago, I was deeply impressed. I was saying like, wow. To my mind, it's one of the best moves in chess history, positional moves in chess history. Okay guys, I hope you liked the video. Please subscribe to my YouTube chess channel. See you in my next videos, and bye bye.